Inside and out, the world is composed of microorganisms. Not all of these organisms are good, nor are they necessarily bad, but they can potentially cause health problems. Pay attention to what you eat in order to protect your life. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, 76 million illnesses, 325,000 hospitalizations, and 5,000 deaths occur in the United States each year. To survive, one must understand the properties of food. If you don't learn them, you risk getting sick, getting someone else sick, or possibly killing yourself or someone else. Problems that lead to health issues and death. First thing we need to learn is the temperature danger zone. The temperature danger zone is between 41 degrees and 135 degrees Fahrenheit. In this zone, bacteria doubles every 20 minutes. So it is a good zone to know and to remember. That way you do not allow this bacteria to grow as quickly as it wants to. Receiving bad product. Receiving is one of the initial steps to the flow of food. The two main concerns that I see are shellfish and regular fish. They're very easy to tell whether they're good or bad. Shellfish, as in shells, if the shell is open or the shell is cracked, this means that the animal inside is dead. If they are dead, it is not safe to eat. Fish, on the other hand, you'll have a fish, and if the eyes are clear and there's a clear circle around the eye, then you know it is fresh. Also, if there is no liquid coming from the fish, like bloody liquid or any of that, you also know it's fresh. The opposite will tell you that it's not fresh. A key factor in fish, which many people don't take into conversation, is what they smell like. If they smell like a fish, it's bad. If they smell like the ocean or like nothing, it's good to eat. Storing food products the wrong way. There's a certain setup to storing food products. At the top is ready to eat, and then you go into fruits and vegetables, your fish, pork and beef, and then finally poultry at the bottom. If you don't set it up this way, you can cause cross-contamination and food leaking on other food, which would cause bacteria to grow. The third big potential problem is eating food that has not been cooked long enough. As I told you before, the temperature danger zone, you have to make sure certain foods are cooked to above the temperature danger zone. Poultry, for instance, has to be cooked to 165. Pork and beef generally is 155, and fish is 145. This is according to the ServSafe Handbook, which is the national standards for health and sanitation. Spoilage of food is another big potential problem. One thing you can do to prevent this is checking your food before you buy it. Check the expiration date. See what it says. If it's within the week, you better use it quickly, even though they do that just to move product. Also, the FIFO rule. FIFO stands for first in, first out. That means you move your product around to make sure that you use the milk that has the expiration date sooner first, rather than buying new milk, pushing the other milk to the back, and starting to use that milk. Ways to prevent health issues and death. Learn and remember this temperature danger zone, which I keep repeating because it is a key factor in knowing how to eat safely. As I said before, receiving and storing food products and keeping them at the proper temperature. Food products must be in refrigeration. The safety zone is between 36 degrees and 40 degrees. And freezer zone, you want to keep below 20 approximately. Another good thing to take into account is to learn the best ways to cool down your food once you are ready to refrigerate it. Because if you leave it hot in the fridge, one, it'll heat up other items in the fridge, and two, it won't cool down quick enough. This will lead to it sitting in the temperature danger zone. According to the National Restaurant Association, two of the best ways to cool down food is either in an ice bath, or if it is a liquid, there are things called an ice paddle, which is a paddle that's basically ice and you just stir it, which cools it down. Finally, knowing the disease before it hits you. The three major diseases are hepatitis A, botulism, and salmonella. Hepatitis A is generally caused by shellfish and contaminated water. Botulism is time temperature, and a key factor to knowing if there's possible botulism is canned goods. If a canned good has a dent in it, don't buy it, and don't give it to charity because it's problematic that there's botulism growing in it. Finally, salmonella. Salmonella is cross-contamination. Salmonella, as most of you know, is mainly heard with poultry. So, like I said before, use the proper storage techniques so your raw chicken does not drip on vegetables. Pay attention to what you eat in order to protect your life. Understand what could cause you to get sick. Learn how to prevent these problems and who to call if you get sick. Remember the statistics and how dangerous the essential source of life can be.